All right, let's do this. All right, let's take this thing apart. Like all the way apart. We're gonna get it onto the motherboard, we're gonna clean it up. And then, jeez, that is in there. What is going on here? Wow. Never seen this before. What's going on here? Well, came out easily. Wi-Fi card. Yeah, but this guy, there we go. Not want to move. That's why. Okay, so this was broken. Which should, in theory, just be able to slide back in there. Because all this does is just a little lever to actually lift out the back of the video card. It presses against this and just lifts it like that. Alright, so we already know this power supply is bad. Tested this earlier in the week. Let's get this guy out of here. Oh, I see. They attempted to cable manage and then just said, you know what, never mind. No. You just got to have something most people don't have. Patience. And like you can see how badly this is actually messed up. See, it's just straight dented in right there. Still doesn't explain why all of this is up front. So now that that's out, let's get the back off of this and see what we actually got. Because I'm gonna have to take this thing out front, actually blow it out with my compressor. Just want to see what's on the back side here. So literally all this room for activities, none of it actually being used. All right, let's see. Let me go blow this out real quick. Huh? What? Yeah, no. Alright, so now that we've blown everything out, I'm not going to need the vacuum cleaner. You're going to have to carefully... Why would they do this? Alright, so this is going to be a little bit more work than I thought it was going to be. All this gets unplugged. This gets unplugged. That gets unplugged. That gets unplugged. What is... So this is just a USB. Cool. All right, fans. We have a fan splitter for the cooler. Start by just simplifying this and moving this. All right, so I'm gonna move. God, it looks dead. All right. Hey, what?
If you have a scammer on his computer, did they change his password?
It could have. But he seemed to be pretty adamant that it was working earlier today. But who knows? She's interesting. All right. Can this fit through here? That would be nice if it could. Using plating tweezers right now. Okay, those cables are out of the way.
Let me get you to a technician, and that's what I can do. Looking for an on-site.
All the way around and into USB. Was that so hard? Was that so hard, honestly? They hung up. Yep. Okay, so that's done. Let's see what all the rest of these cables actually are. So what do we got here? There's a cable that's hooked up with okay. So these are there to control the fans instead of the motherboard controlling the fans. I'm pretty sure this guy is no longer using this. So we are going to. You all right?
Yeah.
What was the sound for? What is this music? Not even music, man. All right. So we know this is not going to be used, so like at worst, it's just going to hang literally right there. All right, so this is right here. All that stuff's fine. This is going to need to be a power for the all-in-one cooler. All right, And now what we got here, we have our front panel connectors, which are these two. And then we have a Molex connector, which will not be used for anything. Another Molex, which will not be used for anything. Alright, not used for anything. We'll zip tie that all together. So we have our front panel connector and our front panel audio, which is going to come through right here. So that's that. And front panel audio is going to be right there. So let's route these guys. Here, let's see what else we got here. So USB 3 connector is going to come through here. And this one is another USB for the front, which will come through there. So all of that we will bring over to here. So that goes there. Let's flip this over, get all these plugged in. And that's a fan, which goes down at the bottom. So let's get everything plugged in, and then we can back the cables up. So this USB 3, it's there. This is a fan, which, let's go through this one, come underneath this cable. And you guys can't see anything I'm doing, too low. It's there. USB. And then we'll pull that back. Audio. And we pull that back. Pull those cables back. Alright, now we just need the front panel stuff. Power switch, reset. So put the reset in. Just those. Power. And we got our power LED and our no longer used hard drive LED. So that's all in there now. And we can pull these cables back. I mean, immediately you can see how much better this is. So actually, looking at this, these can't go this way. They're gonna have to come through here. And this is going to come up, over. I just realized that this is specifically for the power supply. I don't want to risk pinching a cable. So, yeah, so now it'll sit like that, and there you go. And that's what our front is going to look like down there. And now we know how much cable we actually need. So we're going to leave this alone for now. There, and then we'll put another zip tie here in the center for that. This is going to come back up here. Keep that out of the way. All right. Nice. All right, let's cut this and include this cable that I didn't realize was actually for this. All right, so now we get back to the whole purpose of this, which is replacing this power supply. All right, so now we will interesting. All right, this is an RM750E power supply. Fully modular, simple, straightforward, replacing the power supply that he had in there. So let's figure out what power cables we're actually going to need, and then install those where they're going to need to go. So we know we're going to need power cable for video card. Okay, so 24 pin. Okay, we'll get that fed through this rubber grommet that doesn't want to stay on. Okay, there's that one. The next will be the CPU. It only needs 8 pins. Okay. And same as before, just check which end you need, which is going to be this end. Has to go through this cable management hole that's back here that you can't see. Like, can you see it? Is there a way to see it? I don't think there's a way to see it. It's Yeah, no, there's not really a way to see it, unfortunately. So let's get that pulled through there. Of course, it is going to be a pain in the butt, but we get a cable. And now, as far as on the front side, what we're going to do is we're going to go underneath this radiator hose for it. Pull this back a little bit, and then in that goes. So that's two from the top that are going to come down to where our power supply is, which is going to be through this hole. So we're going to have to manage those cables. Yay. And then we're going to see if we can do this one, because I'm actually a little bit curious on whether or not this is going to work. Because what we need is we are going to need a cable here, and then a cable. Oh yeah, this is going to work great. Very nice. This cable's nice and long. So we'll run that like that. We'll have this SATA drive plugged in over here. And then this will go to the hard drive, or the power supply, which is right there. Last, certainly not least, our PCIe power connector. Go through like that, go through like that. We flippity flip. And there's all our power connector cables. Let's always fan down, always fan down. Get that cable out of the way, exactly like I said, and then time for power supply screws. Up just a little bit. What are you doing? What are you looking for?
Nothing. I just picked up my Sharpie and my metal thing was hooked into the.
Be careful, okay? Hey, what's going on, man? You doing all right, Benny? How was the road? I'm alright. I'm alright. I'm getting ready to finish up this build, and I'm actually going to be heading out for the day. I got some stuff I got to go do that will be out of the office, much to Emily's chagrin. That's in. Now, that. And this one is our CPU. There. PCIe goes right. Again, I gotta move this so you guys can see it. I wish I was busy, but like this is just me trying to do stuff. Like I had, like while I was driving today, I had this fly out and hit the front of my car. So I have a nice giant chunk of paint missing out of the front of my car now, which is always awesome. Fell off the back of a roofing truck. Alright, and then the last thing is this SATA connector. SATA power. This is almost ready to run. Alright, so we now install that. We install this. His Wi-Fi card. Goes into one of the half slots, seeing as it doesn't need to use the full bandwidth or power. And then we, oh, that's not gonna be long enough. All right, let's pull that out a little bit. Nope, looks like I'm gonna have to use this, which is unfortunate. It doesn't look quite as good. And because this power supply isn't hidden, it's not gonna look great anyways, but lastly, we will plug in this SATA cable to there. That's going to go down there. In, hard drive in. Now, let's tie up these cables so they are not moving all over the place. And then this guy can get buttoned up. Hey, thanks for watching that video. If you liked the video, hit that like button. If you want to see more content like this, make sure you hit the subscribe button. And I stream daily on Twitch from 9 a.m. to 5:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So if you ever have a question or concern about your computer, and you just want to see if you can get an answer, swing by my Twitch channel. I'm usually there live. I can either myself or one of my community members will be able to answer your question. So stop by, hang out, and maybe learn a thing or two.